Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. My name is Dechi Scholar, and today I'm going to be unleashing the second episode of my relationship experience. So hit subscribe, hit the notification button so that you don't miss any of my episode. Let's get started. When I finally got admission into the university, in my second year, I was already in 300 level because I went through direct entry, and that was where I met this new guy. I met this personality in Living Faith Church Home Service as a core member serving in my university, and I love the way he contributed in the fellowship. After the fellowship, we got into conversation, and I told him I appreciate the way he contributed in the fellowship. So can we teach each other? He said yes, but I can't teach him. I asked him why. He told me for me to teach him, I would need to do a whole lot of work. I said, okay, you teach me then. So from there, we exchanged our contacts, and the journey of friendship began. From friendship, we took it to another level of relationship. So we were in a relationship doing very fine. We planned together. He told me his vision, and we were well known by everyone around us in the university back then. So after a while, he started behaving so funny. I could remember two things he usually tells me then. Number one, that he don't know if God would lift him, he will still love God. But this was somebody that really loves God. I knew him as a lover of God, and because of that, people around him respected him very well. So why that speech? Secondly, he said he don't want to lose me. Now, because of the fear of not wanting to lose me, he became so very insecure and started acting funny. Let me give you instances so that this won't sound vague. There was this day my lecturer called me in school that if I was free for the day, he could come around and pick me so that we could get to the market and purchase Tom Brown ingredients, because this was what I normally do for people, and he had tested it from one of his colleagues, and when he asked, the person told him I was the one. That was why he called. So I said, okay, no problem. So while in the market, this personality call came in, and I picked it up. He asked me where I were. I told him I was in the market with my lecturer. He asked me, what was I doing in the market with my lecturer? I told him we came to purchase Tom Brown ingredients. Not knowing trouble was coming on the way. So when I got back home, I quickly rushed to the church. So on my way back from the church, we met on the way because he was coming back from school, and he normally branches at my place before going home. So we met on the way because I was almost close to my house. And then I saw his mood was not too good. I asked. Then he started shouting like, what was I doing in the market with my lecturer? Was I supposed to be in the market with my lecturer? Where was his wife? Blah, blah, blah. I kept quiet. I calmed down. So after he finished talking, I tried explaining the situation to him that this particular person wasn't somebody that who said he wanted to toast me, and moreover, he was coming back from school and he wanted to buy the ingredient from the market before going home finally. So he wasn't the person that would say he wants to toast me or blah 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 blah, because this particular lecturer has known my dad right from the secondary school. And while we were even in school, they talk. So it wasn't someone that would say he wanted to date me. I could attest to that. This particular lecturer could attest to that. So he said he doesn't care whether it's my father's friend, whether it's blah, 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 blah. I was shocked. I kept quiet. I couldn't talk any longer. So And later on, he came and apologized. And remember, this thing was happening right on the road. So you could imagine the embarrassment. Now, let me give you another instance. There was this day, he was supposed to come and do assignments for me. But he never told me he was coming at that particular moment. So I had a visitor already. So when he came and met this visitor, and this visitor was someone he has already known. It was someone they have already had conversation. It was our fellowship leader. So they greeted, and then he quickly stepped out. I never knew that was going to be another trouble. So I later called that evening to remind him of the assignment. So he was like, when he came in the afternoon, I wasn't ready. I had a visitor in my room. So was he supposed to carry my assignment on his head? I was like, yeah. I was shocked. I was hurt. I felt bad. I kept quiet. I wanted to break that relationship that particular day, but I calmed down. I cried in the room. I cried, and I was asking God, is this the kind of husband you want me to get married to? So I believe someone watching me right now, most especially the women. Yeah, I want to emphasize on the women because we are at the receiving end of these things. Remember why all these hurts, why I was crying within me. I never called him one day to tell him that I was hurt by his words and action. I never did that, and that was a very huge mistake that I did. He never knew I was hurt all this while, and then he kept on doing it. And then I would cry, and at the end of the day, I would say that I'm okay, I'm fine. Why? Deep right inside me, I was really hurt. I was going through trauma. So I want to encourage ladies, most especially, if you are in this situation, that assume that if you speak out, you are a bad woman, or like for me, I just assumed that if I should tell him that I was passing through hurt, he might get hurt too, and I wouldn't want him to get hurt. I wouldn't like that. So I just kept on crying within me without opening mouth, and I faced the consequences. So please speak out if you are in this situation that I'm aware, because crying and wailing and it won't help. It won't help. You are doing this under the detriment of your whole being, of your entire being. I knew what I went through. I really knew what I went through. So I encourage that beautiful woman watching me here. It's time to talk. Speak out. Some of these men, if you really tell them that you are being hurt by their actions, by their words, they could really adjust. Yeah, they could really adjust if they love you. Perhaps if I would have told him that this was what I was going through, he would have adjusted. I believe that. So, except for those that are so proud that they will just want you to take everything they give you. Please, if you are in that type of relationship by which a man will just want you to take everything they've given you like that, please, that should be a very big red flag for you. You need to think twice, please. So guys, I would like to stop here for today. And if you want to know how his insecurity and my keeping quiet led us to, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so that you won't miss the next episode coming up soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in my next episode. Bye.